Hello Star Wars fans and toy fanatics, Steve here with your friends, and I hope everybody's doing well these days. And thank you so much guys for hanging out with me. As for today's video, I'm doing something a little bit different, doing a response video. A little tag video has been floating around the community as of lately. And first off, I'd like to say thank you so much to Tony, aka Darth Phoenix 619, for giving me the opportunity to share my story and opinion about action figures. Now the video in question is action figure love. Now I can't think of a phrase that's more suited to the way I feel about action figures other than action figure love, because I've always loved action figures. Ever since I can remember it, guys, especially from the ages of 5 to about 12. I come from a middle-class family growing up here in the Southwest. Both my parents worked very hard to provide me and my siblings for pretty much what we wanted back then in the kid. Now I grew up in the 80s, which I thought was a fantastic time to grow up as far as action figures are concerned. So much great toys that came out in the 80s, and one of the big reasons why I still collect to this day. Unfortunately for me though, I no longer have any of the toys I had when I was growing up. Like a lot of you out there, a lot of them just seem to got lost or given away, which is really sad because I had some really cool stuff back then, and probably again another big reason why I collect today. You know, as with all of us, you know, during our teen years, from 13 to about 19, personal opinion, I started getting into other things, you know, other interests like music and girls, for me anyway, and action figures kind of fell by the wayside for quite some time. Now it wasn't until maybe about 19 or 18 where I started dating this one girl here, and she was a very cool chick. And I remember after a few dates or so, I remember going to her house and going into her bedroom. No, we're not going there. And and on her shelf she literally had rows of action figures. You know, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I don't remember these kind of action figures I collected when I was a kid. She was a big Spawn fan, by the way, and I remember looking at these figures, thinking about these guys, thinking they're just so freaking cool. And that was the spark that reignited my love for action figures. And I haven't looked back since then. I've been collecting ever since. You know, action figures are just really a great thing. In personally opinion, of course, I've always loved these guys, and there's nothing's going to change anytime soon. You know, I do, for the most part, I pretty much do collect Star Wars figures as of lately, but every once in a while I'll go outside my Star Wars habit and get something else other than Star Wars. But you know, when I first started collecting, I pretty much ran the gamut of whatever I wanted, and there's a few examples that you see here. Whatever I was into at the time, I would collect, and there was just so much cool stuff back then, you know. And not that there isn't today, of course, even more so today. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for stuff that came out in the 80s and the early 90s, we wouldn't probably have the very cool stuff that we have today. And you know, you just can't go wrong, man. You know, action figures are just a blessing in my life, and I always feel really great when I come home and can look up on my wall and look at all this great, fantastic plastic goodness, because it really just makes me feel good, you know. And I'm sure, like a lot of you out there, it does the same for you. And so I'm never gonna stop collecting, and you know, again, I just love action figures, and I'm glad that I could give me this chance to share a little story with you guys, and give me the chance to give me my opinion as far as action figures, because you know, it was really hard for me to narrow it down to one figure, because you know, I'm not gonna do that, because it's just it's like choosing from your own kids, you know. You just can't do that, you know. Just I love them all, and I love what I collect, and I collect what I love, and I'm sure you guys do the same thing. And I want to say thank you so much for just taking a little time and listening to my story about action figure love. Now, the purpose of this video as well is to tag 3 other guys, so I'm going to go ahead and tag 3 other people. And first off, I would like to tag Count Stankus. This guy's got an amazing collection, and if you watch this video, my friend, I really would love to hear your story, and I'm sure you got a doozy. Also, Sci-Fi Simon. I know you're cringing right now, my friend, but I would love to hear your action figure love story as well. I guess one more other person. Now, I'm not sure if this guy is going to respond to this video. If he does, it'd be awesome. And if he doesn't, you know, I tried. But anyway, Laugh It Up Fuzzball 70. So if you get this wind of this video, my friend, again, I would love to hear your story. It'd be an awesome thing. So thank you so much for giving me a chance to share my opinion. And I will see you all very soon, my friends. Have a great day. Take care. And as always, my friends, happy hunting.